Hello and a warm welcome to GT Asia Round 6 from the Okayama International Circuit. Now Round 5 was also held here at Steve Martin. We had some great racing, but also a lot of drama because there was a few accidents, a few crashes, but Bentley came out on top.
Yeah, they certainly did. Adderley Fong and Andrew Kim brought the Bentley home pretty much trouble-free. There was a lot of battling back in the pack though, Jonathan, with the Lamborghini of Liberati and Amici. But of course, the biggest surprise, I guess, was the Group M Porsche of Sugden and Leicester coming through the pack and getting onto the podium, the first Porsche of the year to do so.
Yeah, and of course that's a brand new Porsche, so it's still in development. Tim Sugden coming back into the championship, and Jono Leicester, his first time out, straight on the podium.
Yeah, I mean, fantastic. He did drive brilliantly. We thought that the Porsche might come good in towards the end of the race, and that certainly seemed the case for them due to the grip conditions out on the circuit.
Yeah, it was a great story. Jono Leicester coming in for the first time into GT Asia, and Tim Sugden, of course, a former champion here in Asia from Great Britain, though, and has had a few years off of his racing career, but coming back in style with Group M to take that podium. We spoke to him about that podium.
Yeah, it was great. I mean, I didn't really expect us to get on the podium, but obviously I'm delighted that we did. This weekend, the car's a lot better. You know, we just made a few changes. We've evolved it a little bit. We've got a little bit of help from the organisers, as you know. And so we're a little bit more on the pace, and yeah, I'm really, really pleased. It was going really well in my stint, and then handed over to Jono, and he did a great job. So to snatch a podium on the last lap was cool, and now it's raining today, so hopefully we could do even more today.
How's the car developing? Because it is brand new, and so far Porsche haven't had the success we've kind of come to expect from them.
We were a lot better actually last time out in Thailand, but I don't think we really saw the benefit till we got here. But yeah, I mean, the car feels fantastic. It's just at the moment probably still half a second from actually being able to stick it on pole. I think we were 6/10 off yesterday in qualifying, which is a lot closer than we've been, and there's more to come, I'm sure.
Looking forward to round 6, as you mentioned, the rain, and third on the grid, so a good starting position.
Yeah, really good start. Jono starts in the wet. I mean, neither of us have driven the car in the wet, but we've driven plenty of Porsches in the wet before, and yeah, it'll be great, I'm sure.
A very impressive run then by the number 7 Bentley, Adderley Fong, doing a really good first stint, and Andrew Kim coming home and taking his first victory in GT Asia.
Everybody loves it when a new driver gets their first victory, and Andrew's a deserved winner. He's worked really hard to get that victory, and he finally brought it home with, let's not forget, the brilliant drive by Adderley Fong to set him up.
No question about it. Now, Bentley have another chance to do it again in round 6. It's this Bentley, the number 8 of Kitasawa and Jonathan Venter, in pole position for round 6. But they've had a bit of bad luck in the last 2 rounds, having led the championship after the first round in Korea. And of course, this time last year, Bentley won their first race with Kitasawa at this track. Can they do it again? Let's find out with the highlights of round 6. We are lined up and formed and ready then for round 6. This is GT Asia. It's round 6 of the series. We are about to hit the halfway point, and the championship is wide open, but led at the moment by Ferrari and Davide Rizzo and Anthony Liu. Here we go then. The lights go to green. Everybody's spreading out. Good start by Budakon on the inside, trying to get alongside the Lamborghini. Can't quite do it. And Marty Lee coming side by side with the Bentley. But it is Kitasawa that leads the field into turn 2 here at Okayama.
That was a really nice clean start, much better than round 5, and everyone through, so now we're racing Leicester didn't get the best of starts. He got dropped back with the Ferrari, the BBT Ferrari, just overtaking him, so he's got work to do.
Anthony Liu then moving up to third place. Good remover by him into Atwood turn 4, and then the long straight for the first time. Now we see the legs of the Bentley opening up. The Audi, though, has been quick in a straight line and was very confident that they could have a good weekend here. And Marchi Lee now looking for that opportunity.
Well, I know one thing's for sure. They have a certain amount of tyres. They have 5 sets of tyres throughout the weekend, and the number 8 Bentley out front has got a brand new set left, and they've got a brand new set on that car right now. So they're definitely going to be fast in these first few opening laps.
Bentley leads from Audi, and they're pulling away as Jono Lester gets through on the Ferrari. Good attack by the Kiwi. And then look at them all fighting for position. Hudicorn's in there too. And Anthony Liu losing out places here.
You've got to keep your eye on Jono Lester in this race, Jonathan. He's got nothing to lose. He's going to give it everything he's got. This is the best we've seen a Porsche running since round 1, where Richard Lyons led the race.
Yeah, unfortunately it didn't end the way he wanted. They was taken out, unfortunately, but yeah, it could have been a completely different story for that combination as they come out of the last corner here at Okayama and across the line for the first time. Here's another look at the start. Good start from Vudicorn. Watch him jink now as the lights go to green. Really good reactions there.
Yeah, no, he did get a good start there, and Andrew Kim as well just nearly ran out of track. Rizzo and Liu car, the BBT car, with Anthony Liu behind the wheel, got past Lester at the start, so that was a good job. Mock, on the other hand, way at the back.
So the race settling down, and we're starting to get some good infighting between the two Ferraris, especially the number 3 Ferrari leading.
He's trying to go around the outside.
To the outside now. Well, he might pull this off, you know.
That is a great manoeuvre. If he can hold that line.
Hold the line. Well, he did more than hold the line.
He's on the inside.
He's got the line, but he had to force his way through. And I wonder if somebody might have something to say about that, because that was very forceful, but you can see the intention. Right idea.
Yeah, it was fair. He sort of had the line, you know, a little bit of a touch there. Mock did the right thing, tried to close him down, but they were side by side at that point.
Here we go, the battle as Amici makes his move on the Lamborghini. The Lamborghini, though, making his move on the Ferrari, getting ahead of Liu. And the two Bentleys ominously close now. This is a great four-way battle as they come out the infield section. And here goes Marchi up the inside. He's got to be careful. That could have been a situation where they took both of each other out there, but
he's definitely
pulled back out.
Look how tight he can enter the corners. He's really able to like hug the corner on the inside, but he's trying to put a lot of pressure on Kitasawa, but Sauer can take the pressure. He knows how to win here, Jonathan. There's an opportunity, Jonathan. Keep an eye on that spot. I think that Marchi Lee is lining that up.
He's lining another position up here.
Yeah.
Side by side now as they head down the hill.
Can't do it. See the punch of the Bentley, but he's on the brakes. He's through.
Oh, Marchi!
Great
Beautifully
move.
done at turn 5. That's how you do it at Okayama. And through goes the Hong Kong driver in style. Here's another look at it. Textbook stuff. He just chose his moment. And to be fair, Sauer gave him plenty of room as well. He knew he was going to make that move. He's been watching him in the mirrors. But Sauer, a very fair and good sportsman. And look at Liu. He's going for it. Anthony Liu, Shanghai. It's side by side for a moment through 2.
He set himself up beautifully, though. He should get a good run out of here. Out of 2 into 3 through the S's.
Yep, the S's, which are the Sterling Moss S's. All the names of the corners after British drivers.
Now there's a couple of different lines through this one. Lamborghini stays tight, but he has a wobble at the wrong moment, Jonathan. That's the drive onto the straights. This could be Anthony Liu's chance.
He's tucking himself nicely down the back straight towards 5. You can see the gap they pulled on the Bentleys.
It's difficult to go that way, though, but he's going around the outside. We have seen it work.
Yeah, we've seen it work already, but no. Closes the door, does Amici. Now coming up towards the last 2 corners. Watch Liu tuck himself in here. Try to get good drive out of this corner, and he does so. Now do the same again out of the last corner. Get good drive onto the main straight, and then look for that overtake at turn 1. Amici dives to the inside to defend. Liu's looking to the outside here as they cross the line again. Great racing. They're side by side as they go into turn 1, and Liu just can't get, but now he's got a better opportunity.
That is the move he needed to do, but he's been hung out wide. He's on the inside. He could be through. He's through.
This is it. Liu goes through. Nicely done.
That was what he needed to do. He needed to make that move stick from the outside, leave no room for the Lamborghini to get through, and he made it stick, and now I'm sure...
Thumbs up. The Italian says it all. We're through.
There's Toybeer and Bakti, of course.
Yeah, the combination of the Mir and Baptiste going at it. The cousins, so great to see on track. The VLT Porsche leading the Ferrari at the moment.
I don't know if I'd want to be racing with my cousin out on track, Jonathan.
Tell you what, it's good stuff. That's what I like to see. And look at this side-by-side stuff again.
Ferrari.
Number 12 going through.
Yep, Ferrari versus Porsche, and he's made that stick too.
Mir and Baptiste, that's a bit cleaner this time, and that was a lovely manoeuvre.
The pit window will be opening at 12:57 local time. And it will be closing at 1:07 and 50 seconds.
Oh, and a spin!
Oh,
That's
Mark.
the Ferrari. And Mark Winson spun round there. I don't know. That's at Hobbs' corner. Here we go. This is what happened. And yep, it was the Inter-Rush Porsche.
Oh,
I have to say.
2 times in 1 weekend.
I know. No, again, no fault of Mox, that one. And he's going to be a little miffed because, look, boom.
Couldn't turn. The Porsche couldn't turn. He's just run straight into the side of him. He's gone in deep, and for one reason or another, he couldn't turn. He had track on the inside, but yeah.
Meanwhile, back at the front. Onto the front straight as we get ready for pit stops. And as you can see, team manager Arj not too pleased with that as Jimmy Bruni, the mighty Jimmy Bruni, fastest lap yesterday and needing to do it again, all over again. But here we go, Leicester looking for a way past. The obvious place here at the end of this straight. And he is all over the back of Kitasawa, trying to almost intimidate the Japanese, but I don't think that's going to happen. Keto with bags of experience.
The other thing is, of course, is Jono Lester's, although he's done this track on the simulator, he's never actually been here before, so he's got that one race under his belt. Every lap he does here, he's going to get faster and faster.
Well, we haven't said too much about it. What a great run that Marchi Lee has put on. 8.6 seconds he's managed to eke out in terms of that lead, or hand the car over to his teammate. His battle continues for second place, and Jono's still looking for a way past, winding himself up. It's just so good to see Porsche back to where we're expected to see them.
And in an aggressive mood as well. Right in behind Kitasawa now. You've got to think that he wants to get in front of Kitasawa heading into the pits.
Anthony Liu in 4th place in the distance there. A little bit of a gap to the next man, but this has been the most intriguing battle, certainly, of the opening stint. Leicester failing so far to get past Sauer. Sugden watching on and waiting. And yet a little wave. Leicester still can't get past into the red curve. No, he's not yet.
Oh.
He's doing
He
everything
is now.
now.
He is now. He's on the inside. You wait and see. He's through. He's got his nose in.
Yeah, but Bentley.
He's in.
Oh, he's done it. Oh, has he?
He's
wow. Side by side through the penultimate turn and the last corner. Fantastic racing from Genie Asia. And he will not give in. Superb overtake, and it took him 3 corners, but he's done it. Through goes the Group M number 98. Jono Leicester makes that move. Kitasawa will try and fight back into turn 1. But this is just what we wanted from the first stint of round 6. Here's another look at what was a fantastic overtake. Like I said, it took him a couple of corners, but sheer determination. And Kitasawa is not a guy to let go at any time, and he didn't, quite rightly. But now, as you can see, Jono building on that. Meanwhile, here comes Marchi Lee into the pit lane, and the leader is in. He'll hand the car over to Thong.
Yeah, Sean Thong did a pretty good job yesterday as well, so it's going to be interesting to see how he can take the pressure. We saw Andrew Kim yesterday have a good drive in a pressured situation. Now it's the time of Alex Au and Sean Thong. Jono Leicester doesn't want to come in.
No, I think he's enjoying it, isn't he?
Well, definitely. He's doing some good lap times out there at the moment. 31.2, that's very consistent. He's been doing that lap time pretty much throughout the whole race. So a good job by Jono Leicester.
Out goes the Audi.
Sean Thong, of course, behind the wheel now.
Let's see how quickly Jimmy Bruni catches up to him. And that's the car, the Ferrari behind, that we've had a lot of attention on, given that Mott was turned around by the Inter-Rush Porsche.
Yeah, they haven't had a good weekend, have they? Not too smooth at all. Here's the Group M car that came in leading the race due to the fact that it stayed out the longest.
And sure enough, the number 3 Ferrari is through. Didn't take long at all. But of course, the Audi just on its out lap here.
Probably the most important lap of the race, this out lap. It's so easy for something to go wrong on the the colder tyres if you've changed tyres, and we know that Audi has. Of course, these drivers haven't had a warm-up session this morning, so they're fresh in the car. They haven't got behind the wheel today. So basically, he's just got to get out there and put himself in race mode right away.
Out goes Tim Sugden, stalls it. We'll restart it, and away he goes.
He was lucky to get that going straight away. Sometimes they don't restart, but he's heading out. Won't have lost any time from that. Tim Sugden behind the wheel, as you say.
Sugden comes out. There's the 37 Ferrari. And Davide Rizzo, the Italian, who also took success in Europe in the gap between Thailand and this race here in Japan, racing at Paul Ricard. Whoa, safety car is out.
Right.
Now, that changes everything as you'd expect.
Yes.
There's been some sort of drama out on track, which has led to the safety car, the Lexus, being brought out on track, and that will file up the field. 22 minutes to go in this round 6. Now, the Audi leads the way and controls this race. 18 minutes to go then in round 6. Sean Thong in the number 5. Audi R8 gets the green flag, and we are racing again here at Okayama. Crucial start this. Lights blazing on both the Ferrari and the Porsche, and the Bentley's chasing behind. Then comes the Aston Martin. Tight start. Porsche under pressure. Tim Sugden getting a lot of attention from both Bentleys. Thong started well.
I'll tell you what car's missing out there. The Venter car's missing.
Yeah, I think clearly that has been the problem. We were trying to work it out, but didn't get an indication. But as you say,
Adley Thong.
And you did call it. You said that watch out for Adley Thong, and certainly Tim Sugden's find out that the man on form is already past him.
I'll tell you what, Sean Thong's, he's got the restart beautifully. He really has had to put his head down. He's under intense
look at
pressure.
this, Carlo Van Dam!
Carlo! That was a move and a half.
Well, if he makes it stick, which he looks as though he's going to, Medeka tries to come back at him. But Carlo Van Dam made a brilliant manoeuvre. Just jinks out from behind the Lamborghini, and look at that manoeuvre past the Aston Martin.
2 in 1. That was, I think it was a little bit of an unexpected braking manoeuvre in reality. I don't think he meant to overtake both of them, but it just worked out that way. 16 minutes to go then. Alex Young trying to get past the Australian combination Aston Martin and get side by side for now anyway. Whoa! And that was tight. Yeah, Medeki not giving Alex any room there and holding his line, which is the right thing to do under these conditions.
Well, he's used to a bit of cut and thrust. He did NASCAR of all things,
well,
working with Ambrose's team.
Oh, look at Leicester. Leicester's
coming back.
Definitely coming under some attack.
But through goes Alex Young. So a good battle right through the whole field here as Thong leads it from Rizzo. Adley Thong still third.
And again, Van Dam on the brakes.
Great stuff. The Dutchman with some Dutch courage for sure. Here we go. Jimmy Bruni makes another move up the inside. This time makes it stick. Beautifully done.
Great timing there. Oh, gets on the gas.
But Artie comes back at him and can't quite pull it off.
You see the wheel spin. Did you see the wheel spin out of there, Jonathan? That was incredible the way he just got on the gas, held it beautifully.
Whoa, and that was a big manoeuvre there.
Oh!
And that was a little bit going into Atwood, and he's taken that.
Carlo Van Dam out, and he will not be happy with that.
Well, it was Alex Young who made the move, and again, it was a little ambitious in my mind. Let's have a look.
He's gone up the inside. There's Van Dam's turned in.
Well, I can see why. There was certainly room enough to make an attack, but it didn't pull it off.
Here we go. Carlo Van Dam into the pit. They'll have a quick look, but as far as the race result goes,
Bruni at 4, trying to go through.
But look at that drive he's got on.
Great drive.
That's a brilliant manoeuvre, and he's on the inside too.
The 488 Ferrari, Jimmy Bruni's first outing in it, and it doesn't need any extra time in the car. Throw anything at him, and he can drive it. Through he goes on the German. Nicely done by Jimmy Bruni. Now Alex Young in the number Six car from Audi trying to attack the Porsche of Tim Sugden. Watching on from Audi.
There's Alex out. You can just see how hot it is in those cars. I mean, he's still
Whoa!
sweating. Around the outside now. That's a nice move.
Well, he likes that corner for an overtake, does Young. That's for sure. And this is going to be interesting. Oh, side by side as they head down the long straight here.
The Porsche has actually got bigger restrictor, and look at that as they head in and under brakes. He goes round the outside.
Go on! Sugden holds the position. Alex keeps his foot in. Young takes the position at 6. Great racing from the former Formula One star.
But look at Bruni.
Bruni's right there too. Everybody enjoying that little bit of action. Jimmy Bruni joins the battle. Sugden now under pressure again. Young's gone through. The two Minardi drivers trying to beat up, the former Minardi drivers trying to beat up on the Porsche champion. Cracking racing all through. Bruni looks for an overtake at turn 4, and he's great at getting good drive out of this corner, and he's done it again. And now another drag race for poor old Tim Sugden. It's exactly what the Audi did to him the lap before, and I think the 488 Ferrari is going to do the same. They've got less weight in that Porsche this weekend, but the horsepower, according to the Porsche men, not that much, about 8 horsepower more. And Jimmy Bruni makes it stick. Under investigation, confirmation then, car number 6 and number 12, as you mentioned. What are your thoughts on that one?
Well, it's a difficult one, but I mean, Alex did try to nip up the inside there. Saw a little bit of a gap. We saw Jimmy Bruni do a similar move where he went in a bit deep and held it tight and didn't hit the car in front of him. He got away with it, but I don't know. We're going to see. We're going to have to wait and see what they say. But a little bit questionable turning around the number 12 car.
Here's another look. Here it is. This is what's under investigation.
Yeah, I mean, he's up the inside. He's halfway past. Carlo Van Dam's turned in on the normal line. It's a difficult one to turn out.
But they had to investigate that, absolutely. Because, of course, time running out and corners running out. Here's your leader, the number 5 Audi, looking for its second win of the season. Rizzo will try to close him down, but the gap's still 2 seconds. Alex Young doing everything he can to defend. He's got Adley Fong in front of him, and he's got Bruni all over the back of him. Into the penultimate corner, they almost touch. Here comes the leader. The gap's still 2 seconds. Sean Thong's going to take victory for he and Marchie Lee here. Again, their second of the year. There's the checkered flag then in Okayama. Round 6 is won by the Audi number 5. Second is Rizzo and Liu. Third is the Bentley of Kim and Thong. And Thong on the podium again for the second time. Marchie Lee congratulated by the team. Another win for him. And there is a confirmation of the result then. Doesn't get any better than that. 3 manufacturers. Audi winning the race. Ferrari in second place. Bentley in third. Thong, Rizzo and Fong. And then Audi again in 4th position. A great battle between Audi and Ferrari for 4th position. But Bruni not able to get past Alex Young. Still though under investigation, the Audi.
It's really frustrating when the safety car come up because we got a good 10 seconds lead after pit stop, but then there's nothing I can do. That's racing. So when the safety car gone green, I just focus lap by lap, make sure I'm consistent and fast enough to bring the car home by checker flag. So I'm really happy we win this race.
I bet you Marchie Lee's got more words to say on that, because that has put he and Thong back into contention for the championship, and I'm sure Marchie Lee will be licking his lips, so to speak, when the thought of going to Fuji is
Marchie
in prospect.
Lee, 2 wins, that's a nice result. What were your emotions when that safety car came out?
This time it's a proper interview now, so yes, it's very good. You know, the first stint, I know I have speed, and also that we plan to use the new tires the second set today. And so I was a bit struggling in the tires, I think the understeer, so I saw my chance and I passed him. And then I just keep doing my fastest lap and then be consistent. And then pass to Sean, and was a bit worried about the safety car, and we don't know why the reason. But yeah, was good win. Second win for the season. Thanks for the team, thanks for Ans, thanks for you guys, thanks for everybody, and thanks me again. Thank you.
If you don't know Marchie Lee, he's a great, he's got a great sense of humor. He started the interview by saying, proper interview now, because he was very emotional last time out at Thailand, and he did thank everybody and thanked himself, and he's done it again because that is his sense of humor. But he was explaining to us that he was desperate for a bottle of water after the race. But he's just such a fun guy, and that was a tongue-in-cheek interview, but one that he absolutely relished because it does put him in contention. As you can see now, Rizzo and Liu with 79 points apiece, 68 points, just a few points behind. Marchi Lee moves up to third place, and Li Fong in fourth. It's so close. Look at them, all on 68 points. What a championship we have. And Eduardo Liberati and Andrea Amici far from out of it on 60. So what a way to go to Fuji in a few weeks' time here in Japan. So congratulations then to the combination of Fong and Lee in the Phoenix Racing Asia team. Phoenix, of course, having much success in Europe, but now taking it to Asia and their second win of the year. My thanks to Steve Martin. I'm Jonathan Green. Thank you for joining us for GT Asia. We'll be back in 2 weeks' time.